What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to the Tactic Tester with Atletico Madrid. Today we have a game in the league against Celta Vigo, and then a first knockout round game of the Champions League against Juventus. Tough draw, but I mean, it's going to be tough. We're currently top of the Liga, though, 10 points clear of Barcelona. So the league, we've done really well. The Cups and the Champions League, a little bit more questionable, especially the Cups. Played a fair few games since I last saw you. Last year for the FC Andorra and Barcelona matches. We started off with Elche in La Liga. We beat them 1-0 thanks to a 71st minute goal. We were not that good. I mean, our average ratings are good. This team is so unclinical in front of goal. Like, did we have like 30 shots on target or shots this game? It was 17 shots this game. We've been having like 20 shots a game and only getting 1 or 2 goals. We did get 4 goals against Levante, but it took penalties to beat them in the Copa del Rey third round. They scored 4 goals on us from 8 shots on target. We had 25 shots. They had 11, and it was a 4-4 draw. 3.5 XG to 1.8, and it was a 4-4 draw. I don't understand is it this team being bad, or are we just the unluckiest team in the world? Because it seems to be every match. Like, we're getting wins, but they're never convincing, even though we're absolutely dominating teams. A 2-1 win against Getafe, and it wasn't even as good as that. It was 1-1 until the 91st minute. And Hector Herrera popped up with a goal from outside the area. So it's just taking miracles by players to win these games. Like, I don't understand. We're dominating, but we just cannot score. Even though we've got, 3 attacking players up front. And attacking wingbacks. And 2 segundo volantes. And I don't know. I just don't understand it. Like, we're creating buttloads of chances. But we're winning 1-0. Like, how many shots do we have in this game? Did not want to click on Yannick Frasco. We had 17 shots again. It scored 1 goal. 2 XG scored 1 goal. Against Getafe. 13 shots. We're a little bit more clinical this game. That's probably our best game since I last saw you, though. 2-1 win. We probably deserved both goals, but we didn't absolutely destroy outdo our XG. We then played Elche in the 4th round of the Copa del Rey, and we lost. 3-1. We were as good as they were. Our players all have just horrific ratings. No one over a 6.7 other than the substitutes who came on and played well. Lodi came on as a substitute, played well. Correa came on as a substitute, played well, got the goal. But, like, based on average ratings, you would think we had, like, 1 shot all game. They look horrific. But we were just as good as they were. Probably better than they were. 13 shots, only 3 on target, which, again, our front line is being awful. But 1.1 XG to 0.6, and they won 3-1. They're scoring like every single shot they get. Like, of these 6 shots, most of them were outside the area. And 3 of them went in. 3 of them didn't. So, it's just, I feel like we're getting ridiculously unlucky. But we're still top of La Liga, so can you really complain? Again, this game against Levante, it took a 92nd minute winner from Jose Menez to win this game. We cannot score. 12 shots, 1 goal. Only 4 shots on target from 12 shots. And we have Luis freaking Suarez. Obviously, he didn't play that game. But still, he's playing a lot of these games, and he's doing nothing. Like, Moussa Dembele is the better striker. I don't understand it. It's Luis freaking Suarez. I've seen him be the top goal scorer in La Liga when I'm playing with other teams all the time. But I cannot get a goal out of him. I don't understand it. 2-1 against Eibar. Suarez did get a goal this game, but... And, like, our Trequartistas are getting good ratings. Like, Yannick Frasco is an 8.0. Like, they're playing well, apparently, but no one can score a goal. Unless it's, like, the 90th minute. Again, in the 83rd minute to get our 2nd goal. We're not scoring until the 59th minute, and it's a penalty. That's the only reason Suarez got a goal, because he got a penalty. Hopefully we can turn around for this episode, though, because we'll need to. If we're going to beat Juventus, we have to be clinical in front of goal. Especially in this home leg. We need to get, a fair few number of goals to kind of give ourselves a buffer for the second leg. Hopefully don't allow any goals. Defensively, we've been okay. Other than that Copa del Rey match, defensively, we've been okay. And we've been awful in the Copa del Rey. So, I mean, 7 goals in 2 games in the Copa del Rey, but how many games do we have to go until we get to 7 goals on the Liga? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to go all the way back to Real Madrid in December 5th to get to 7 total goals in La Liga. And it's about 2 months in. That's about 2 months. We've allowed 7 goals. compared to about 10 days when we've allowed 7 goals. I don't understand why we're so bad in the competition. Obviously, I rotated a little bit, but this still should be a good team. If you look over there, you will see a new name, Curtis Jones. I brought him in to be a 5th trequartista / emergency striker option. I thought he'd been a great option on loan, so I feel it was a great deal. But the one thing I didn't realize is we already met our 3 non-EU player quota. So I couldn't register him for the league. And there was no spots in the Champions League for me to register him. So he basically came in to play 2 Copa del Rey matches, lose one of them, go to extra time and penalties on the other, and he's going to just rot on my bench for the rest of the season. He can't play in a single other match. We brought in another player, an EU player this time, Antonio Nwakeme. He looks really good as a Trek. He only has 2 stars, but as a Trek, he hits everything you need. His lowest is 12 off the ball or 12 decisions, 12 anticipation as well. But 17 dribbling, 18 flair, 16 technique, good passing and vision, decent finishing, good first touch. All the most important things I think a Trek needs, he's got. So I think he'll be a great 5th option. Got him cheap, so I didn't see a reason not to get him. And he's still, that's about what I paid for him, about $5.75 million. So obviously probably more than he's worth, but I needed somebody where this is a 1-season save. I felt like I should do it. But enough talking. Let's get into the Celta Vigo match. We should be winning this. We need to kind of set the tone of this match that we're going to be scoring goals. Thomas Lemar is injured, so he's not fully fit for this match. Felipe is injured, so he's not fully fit for this match. Koke is injured, so he's not fully fit for this match. Injuries have been terrible this season, too. I think that's part of it. We've been absolutely destroyed by injuries. Suarez has been injured. Carrasco's been injured. Koke's been injured. Saul's been injured. Herrera's been injured. I think we've been fine at left back. Jimenez, I think, has been healthy, but he's been awful. He's finally picked it up in the last 5 games, but for most of this season, he's been awful. Obviously, we've had a bunch of injuries to right backs. So, injuries have absolutely destroyed us, but we're mostly fit. Obviously, losing 3 starters, but we've got good backups, so I have faith they'll come in and play well. I'm giving Trippier the chance in this game. I want to, mostly just because I'm resting Vršálko for the Champions League match, but this is getting long. Let's get into this game, see if we can win. I'm going to say we've been on a good run lately, so go out there and impress me. No response at all. Faith does get responses, though. Saturday's match, we'll see you coming up against the Celta Vigo side, who have been gaining a lot of plaudits for their quick passing game. What do you think of the style of football Eduardo Coudet has been playing? I'm a big fan of the way Eduardo has got RC del Celta de Vigo playing. They're a great team to watch at the minute, and I'm hoping we can find a way to stop them on Saturday. You sound like you're worried about the strength of opposition on Saturday. Is it fair to think Coudet's side would have the advantage over you? I'm not in awe at all. I think his side plays good football, but I know my side plays better. Iago Aspas has been banging in the goals in the Liga so far. Do you have a plan to stop him? Originally, it was going to be to sign him. I wanted to sign him, but they wanted $80 million for a 33-year-old. So, obviously, that's not happening. He's a fine player, but I have fine players too. I'm confident in their ability. This is their lineup. Lost 3 of their last 5. Won the other 2, though. This is at the beginning of FM21, that was the go-to formation. The 2 central midfielders, inverted wingbacks, 2 wide midfielders. That was the go-to. That was the GOAT of all formations, but I don't know if that's really as much the case anymore. I don't really rarely see that from the AI, so it's kind of cool to see that from them, but yeah, I don't know if it's that great in this iteration of FM. We'll see. If they destroy us, I might consider going to that because we need to do something. I don't know what change I could make to this tactic because I feel like I'm doing well. I feel like we're top of La Liga. We're at the first knockout round. That is a heck of a goal from Saul. What a goal that is, by the way. But we're top of La Liga. We're in the first knockout round of the Champions League. Obviously, we didn't finish top of our group, but I feel like we've done well. I feel like we're creating just buttloads of chances. We just can't put them away, and there's nothing I can do about that. Only thing I can do is increase the quality of my players, and I don't have the money to do that, so all I can do is put them in the best position and hope they play well. And they should be star players. João Felix has been awful. Absolutely awful. He's been our worst trequartista, which is ridiculous. I thought him and Correa were going to be the best too, him being the best. But he's been the worst. Correa's been the second worst. It's been Carrasco and, what's his name? Lemar. Between Carrasco and Lamar. Lamar especially. Lamar's been amazing. Trippier has a chance here. What are you doing? You got to put that across the goal. You cannot beat him at your near post from there. He had to go across the goal, and that was probably a goal. Got a corner, though. Jimenez heads it on to Suarez, and Luis Suarez finds his 15th goal of the season. He's still like actually, he's probably closer than that in all competitions. I don't know how many goals he's gotten outside of the La Liga this season, but I know our current goal scorer, our current leader, Dembele, has 19 goals on the season. I'm pretty sure that's in all competitions, so Suarez is hot on his tail, but he probably should be the leading goal scorer. I know he missed a little bit of time, but in the time he's had, he's not been exceptional. I expected him to be so much better. I expected him to be the best player in the team, and that's been Lamar. Probably Lamar. I don't know who else would be there. Yeah, it's probably Lamar. Like, Saul and Koke have been okay, but Lamar's been the best. Suarez has been okay. Most of his goals have come from penalties, to be honest. Maybe not most, but a lot of his goals have come from penalties. They're going to have a chance here down the left-hand side. Aaron on the ball. Puts the ball in, looking for Fran Beltran, but he actually wins the header. I don't know how. Oblak's able to grab it, though, eventually. I don't know how he won that header. It looked like the dude he was going up against was like an extra 2 inches taller than him. Yet he won the header over him. Savage with a good job heading the ball away this time. Then Suarez is going to pick it up. Into Fran. Back to Suarez. Over to Renato Tapia. To Murillo. Is that center back Murillo? I don't know. I don't know if he's on Celta Vigo or not. It looks like he's playing defender at least. Hermoso getting the ball back. Back to Saul. And that he hits it against his own player. This has not been a great build-up so far. Trippier's going to get it in a lot of space down this right-hand side, though. He's got a good crossing ability, but Suarez can't put it on target. It's been a close game. Like, we don't deserve to be winning 2-0. Like, we are FMing them. Like, I talked about this team not being clinical enough. They've been clinical this game. Obviously, neither goal is super. I mean, the Saul goal is pretty impressive, but Suarez's goal is a pretty simple goal. But yeah, it's pretty even XG, even shots on target. They've had all the possession, so we're completely FMing them at this point. You might be winning. That could change if performance levels drop. Don't let that happen. I'm not going to say I'm happy because we've been the worst team. I'm not going to praise them for being the worst team, even though they lucked out into 2 goals. So, got to keep up this defensive ability. Defensively, we've looked solid for the most part. And if it's not in the Copa del Rey, we look solid defensively. The goal kick's going to go to Imre Moore eventually. Murillo, it is the center back, I'm pretty sure. Yago Aspas through on goal. A nice diving block by Savic. What a defensive play that was. He's got a 7.1, so he's playing well. Jimenez had a decent game. He's on a yellow, though. As is Hermoso and Herrera. Might look to sub one of them at this point. Probably Herrera. I don't know what we got on the bench, because I guess we got Torreira. Kondogbia, Koke's injured a little bit, but actually I'm going to bring on Kondogbia. He's coming off of an injury too, so he needs a little bit of match sharpness. And I think he's probably the most defensive of the 3. He's got the size to be a good defender. No one else is playing poorly, really. So, who do I have on the bench? Got Correa there. Guess I'll bring off one of Carrasco or João Felix. Carrasco's doing a little bit worse. I'll take him off. Bring in Angel Correa. Just kind of mostly making time-wasting subs right now. I should be wasting time as well. It'll let me click it. And looks like we're going to see the game out. They've not done anything in the second half, and neither have we. I guess I'll take Saul off. He's tired. Bring on Torreira. Jimenez might come off because he's on his yellow. Don't want to see him get sent off. Actually, that's all my subs. Dang it. Those are the subs I'm going to make. So that we should be seeing this game out, though. Not very impressive. Doesn't fill me with a whole bunch of hope going into the Juventus match that we struggled against Celta Vigo. Fortunately, this Juventus match is going to be at home, so we should be the better team. I'm going to say, well done, lads. That was a good win. I'm not going to say they weren't good enough because they won the game at the end by multiple goals. How long do you think this unbeaten run can last? Is it realistic to expect it to continue? We have a target on our backs. Everyone will want to be the team to end our run. We've got some tough matches coming up, and maybe we'll lose one of those. Saul's goal, a powerful effort from 23 yards, was one of the highlights of the match, wouldn't you agree? It was a fabulous strike and worth the entry fee alone for many of the supporters, I'm sure. 2-0 win. Keeps us at the top of the table. Barcelona still have a game in hand, though, so hopefully they lose that. That'd be nice. Real Madrid also with the game in hand. 2 points behind Barcelona. Let's see if we can win the Liga like Atletico Madrid have done in real life. That would be cool. We've won 6 straight, and only allowed 1 goal in the last 6 games in the Liga. Defensively, we've been great, but we just can't score more than 2 goals. We're incapable of scoring more than 2 goals unless we're just desperate for goals at the end of a Copa del Rey match. Now we've got Juventus, though. That's going to be tough. Like I said, the Celta Vigo match didn't fill me with a whole lot of hope, but we'll play the best we can. Just see how this result lands out. We could have gotten an easier draw, but we'd eventually have to play them probably, or a team of their quality eventually, so why not now? A lot of players are coming back, so we're going to have most of our team back healthy, so hopefully that will help us, give us a better performance than we had against Celta Vigo. I don't know. I'm not sure what to expect. I think they're top of Serie A, but we're top of La Liga. If we can keep the form we're going, defensively especially, if we can keep that form into this Juventus match, we should probably win it. Like, we should be able to get a goal, and we're not conceding very many goals. Obviously, we're not facing teams of Juventus' quality very often. And a couple times we have against Real Madrid and Barcelona, we've not gotten off well. So that went pretty quick to get to the day of the match. So we do the opposition instructions. We should have some of our players coming in. Abrams unregistered, so he can't play. I guess I'll bring Sanchez in. And a Felipe come in there. Sanchez can go to the reserves, or to the 12th spot. Lamar's definitely going to come in. He's going to replace Felix. Felix has been awful. 6.66 in his last 5. I'm going to warn him. Criticize. Oh, I didn't want last game. He did fine last game, but recent performances have been terrible. You have to start playing to a higher standard if you want to be in the first team. Like, I'm dropping him. He's not good enough. He's dropped. So I'm going with Lamar and Carrasco. Suarez is going to keep his job up top. Koke is going to come in for Hector Herrera, who hasn't really shown me much this season. He's got a decent average rating on the season of 7.02, but Lodi's going to come in. Felipe is going to come back in. Rochalko's going to come back in. None of my right backs have really done anything. Trippier has been average. He had a good game last game, so maybe I'll give him the game. He played well. Rochalko hasn't done anything. He has 2 decent games, 7.2 and a 7.1 in back-to-back, but the last 3, he hasn't done anything special, so let's give Trippier the shot. I think this is the squad I'm going to go with. I think it's what our strongest squad is. I don't think we have anyone hurt that I would put in that squad. Yeah, João Felix is benched. I think Llorente is a little bit more consistent than Konagbi has been. Konagbi has a better rating in his last 5, but he's played a lot of those as a Segundo Volante. And he's struggled in the halfback role, so I'm going to go with Llorente. That's it. Let's do it. Let's get in this match. See how it plays out. I'm going to say a first leg win will do us all the world of good in this tie. Go out there and grab a win. Tell them I have faith. Most of them, everyone but Trippier has reacted, so that's good. Both teams come into this one in good form. How do you rate your chances ahead of kickoff? I don't think we've played all that well despite our good run of form. And if we don't attain a high standard of football here, we could struggle. You go up against one of your own players here in Alvaro Morata, who is of course on loan at Juventus. Is that going to be a little strange for you? I'm ready for him. It adds another dimension to the match, and it'll be all the better for it. I've used Juventus before in FM21, and Morata, at least for me, has been an absolutely horrific player. I don't know if he's scored a goal for me. Like, I played an entire season, and I don't know if he scored a goal. I didn't start him ever, but he had to come on at some points as a sub, and I don't remember him getting a goal. He's just awful. I don't know what it is. He looks like he should be good. His attributes are great, but he never performed for me. So I'm hoping he doesn't, destroy me this game. Watch him show up and get a 8.0 rating and 2 goals. I would not be surprised in the slightest. So we're going to have the first highlight at least. Saul with the ball back to Lodi from the throw-in. Lodi looking to get a cross in. Put it back to Saul. We know he's got a heck of a left foot on him, but eventually the shot gets blocked and goes to Chiesa, and it's going to be a 2-on-2. Got some men getting back, but a nice save A great save from Oblak. He just ran from his own half, and no one stopped him. I don't know what our two defenders were doing back there, but... And they get a goal off the corner. Great. Alexandro, of all players, won a header. Your left back won a header. Unbelievable. Dybala with the ball in, and just no one's marking him. Who is that? Who lost that header? Saul. He's like 6 foot, 6'1". He should not be losing to a left back. That is unacceptable. Maybe I shouldn't have gone attacking this match either. I didn't think about changing the mentality, but we kind of have to go with it now because we're losing. Lamar's going to be through on goal, and he chips them. That goes wide. I thought for sure that was in. That looked to be a clear goal. You see those goals all the time. They just get right one-on-one and just chip them, and it goes in the back of the net, but he missed. Lamar missed a golden opportunity, a terrible miss, to be honest. That is a horrific miss. That is such an easy opportunity. Like, the chip is just there forever. Like, you never should be missing that. That's unacceptable. But of course, it's like that's what we've been in front of goal. That is what we've been. We've been terrible. We completely fall apart when we're in front of goal every single time. That's why we can't score more than 2 goals. Unless we're, at the end of the game, desperately throwing an entire team forward. Obviously, we got 4 goals in that Copa del Rey, but I just threw everyone forward trying to get goals. And we got 4 of them, but we weren't impressive doing so. Terrible ball out again. Koke's going to pick it up, though. Back to Trippier, into Carrasco. Koke through to Carrasco. He's got to score this. He has to score this, and he does. Yannick Carrasco finds the back of the net. A good finish. Across the keeper, into that bottom left corner. And it's 1-1. They have an away goal, which really sucks. But we need another 2 goals, I think. I would feel comfortable with a 3-1 win. I'd feel comfortable going into the away match that we could get a result. But we need 3. I don't think 2 will be enough. I think we need 3, and I don't see it happening. This team is so bad in front of goal. Look at that. 12 shots, only 3 on target. What is wrong with this team? Is Suarez absolutely broken? Because he cannot get a shot on target to save his life. Let's say I'm far from pleased. I'm not happy. I am not happy with that. You had 12 shots and you could only put 2 of them or 3 of them on target. There's a lot more to come from you. Still didn't work. Carrasco's played well. Koke's played well. Jan Oblak's played well. Obviously, they've had quite a few shots, but we've had more. But that is what a clinical team looks like. 9 shots, 6 on target. Why can't we ever do that? I don't know if we've ever had over 50% of our shots on target in a single game. And Suarez is through. God, what? Is he broken? Is Suarez actually broken? I don't understand. I've seen him be the top goal scorer in the Liga almost every single time. And yet I use him, and he can't hit a target to save his life. I do not understand. We're going to have a throw in here. Saul, that's a penalty. I think he's on the line at the very least. I think that should be a penalty. He's going over to review it. Surely it's got to be a penalty. He looked obviously in the area. At minimum, he was on the line, which counts, so should be a penalty, and Suarez should probably take it. What? Are you blind? He was literally in the area when he went down. And it didn't start until he was in the area. Are you kidding me? How is that not a penalty? Absolutely screwed over. Never in a million years is that not a penalty. It was obviously in the box. And of course Koke's injured. He's got to come off. Kondogbia is going to come on. Saul's tired and on a yellow card. He's done nothing as well. Hector Herrera's coming on. Suarez has been absolutely horrible. So, I guess Dembele is coming on. Felipe's been terrible. Trippier's been terrible. Trippier's coming off. Rashafko's coming on. My team is just so bad. I don't understand why this team is so bad sometimes. Like, even when they play well, they don't play well. They find a way to screw it up every single time. Like, they find a way to play poorly. Lamar's done. He's our best player. I can't take him off. I'm still attacking. I'm going to berate them because they've been terrible. Didn't get any reaction from him, but looks like that's going to be the final score, 1-1. They actually have a chance to put a second one in the back of the net, but Bonucci heads it over. That's not good enough. 1-1, and we're probably out. I don't see us stopping this. Oh, great. Nogby is injured, so Torreira's going to have to come on. I don't see us not allowing like 2 or 3 goals against Juventus away from home, so I don't see any reality where we win this tie. We had to get a good lead, a good win in this first match to have any chance, as that nearly finds the back of the net. Oblak with a pretty ridiculous save to keep that out. If we didn't have Oblak, we'd be conceding like 3 goals a game. He's so huge for this team. I'm going to absolutely destroy this locker room. This performance has shown me there's so much work to be done. Therefore, we are training hard tomorrow. They haven't got a day off in a while, to be honest, because they've been poor so much. What sort of impact do you think getting a goal just before halftime had? The game is over and I just want to move on. Why did you persist with the Felipe? It's none of their business. What does replacing a center back do when you're drawing? When you need a goal, you should definitely replace a center back that sucks. No, that does nothing for you. Unless you got like a Van Dijk on the bench. Then maybe you can get corner goals, something like that. But I don't have anyone that's going to change this game on the bench. Kadagby is out 3 to 4 months. Yeah, this is not good. Koke out 5 to 6 days. I feel like the season's going to go wrong. We've gotten so lucky these past 2 months. 3 months even. We've gotten so lucky. Like, we had one, pretty good goal scoring run here. 4-1, 4-2, 13-0, 4-1, 4-0. And then since then, other than the Copa del Rey, we've not gotten more than 2 goals. Suarez has forgotten how to find the back of the net. Absolutely forgotten it. None of our Trequartistas are scoring. None of our Segunda Volantes, really, other than Saul, can take a long shot. And while we're getting long shots scored on us pretty much every single game, I feel like this season is going to turn and turn quick. I know I might be, thinking with bad intentions or might be thinking with the glass half empty, but I think I'm just being a realist. This season we've been so lucky to be where we are. We've basically just relied completely on our defense. Our offense has been completely absent in the last 3 months. And you don't get away with that for very long. Eventually it catches up to you. Your defense starts to creak a little bit. I don't know if we're going to win the Liga. I don't know if we're going to I don't expect us to get past Juventus in the Champions League. I don't see any possibility where, maybe if we can score 1 goal and keep them to none or 1, we can win a penalty shootout maybe. I don't see us scoring more than 1 goal away at Juventus. I don't know if it's possible. The way this team is playing, I don't know if it's actually possible to score more than 1 goal away from home against Juventus. We're going to find out. Next episode, we're going to be back for Athletic Club and Juventus in the second leg. We might be losing or getting knocked out in the Champions League. I know I'm defeatist, but I'm trying to be real, and this team is broken. This team is broken right now. They're relying on luck to get these wins. Like, so many late goals to win these games. 90th first minute. 63rd minute. 92nd minute. We already had a 2-goal. We already had a goal lead in the 60th minute. But still, it took to the 60th minute, and we got a penalty. Our first open play goal came 83 minutes in. We've actually started off well against Celta Vigo. So that was a good start against them. But that was the first time we started well since Getafe. But we eventually needed a 91st minute winner. Didn't go into the 71st minute. Scored in the 21st, and we had a sending off in the 85th against Barcelona, but I don't know. I feel like we've been getting really lucky, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. If you've made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.